Alright guys, good morning, welcome back. It's been a long week. It's been a very busy week. The truck itself doesn't even look the same as in the intro. It's a very early morning, so let's jump into this real quick. I'm gonna apologize ahead of time. This video is probably gonna be, the majority of it's gonna be time lapses and very small break-ins. All this week I've been meaning to set up the camera, but it's kind of just been one of them things where we're just moving, we're getting it done. We got the new coils and the shocks in. We managed to break the track bar, which we knew was going to happen. Our good old Cummins here is re-gasketed. The only thing I have left to do is I've got to get the cherry picker set up, and I got to do the oil pan gasket. So we're going to do that. We're going to get it up in the air and brace it. We're going to brace the cherry picker for safety purposes, because this thing ain't light. We got our transfer case chilling out under there, all painted up, ready to go. Now the transmission hasn't been touched yet. I got to do the transmission still. It needs a couple gaskets in the front, yeah, at the bell housing. I still got to take the rear adapter, get that thing cleaned up. I got to get the intake horn cleaned up, the charge air pipes, all that stuff. But nonetheless, this thing's ready to go back home, and that's what we're getting ready to do today. Our buddy Jacob is stopping by. Dude's built like a house. He's gonna make sure that all of the adult supervision is necessary for this to go correctly. So, pretty much with that said, I mean, you guys are caught up. You know, we've painted everything on the truck, got it all prepped and ready to go. Suspension and steering's there. Pretty much, yeah. That's it. So we're gonna jump into this thing and make it happen, Captain. Hope you guys enjoy.
Your love is rated X. That means you're extraordinary.
can see, it's not in. We did not get the Cummins back in the truck, and it's annoying, it's frustrating, but I'm grateful for it. So before I start pissing and moaning like a little girl, at least let me show you what happened here. So you take a look here, there's oil on the ground. Well, we didn't realize it. I didn't notice it. But this pan, let me get you guys out here. So this pan has a couple dents in it. And I didn't pay any never mind to it or really notice it. Because if you guys go back on the video when we got the motor out, I was just excited to have the damn thing out. It fought me the entire way. But this has been pinched before. And they welded it. Now, I didn't trust the weld. Still don't trust the weld. And because I was curious, my father's a fabricator. He builds custom airplanes for a living. And he's done a lot of side work with other welding businesses and all that. And I'm no expert on welding myself. I can kind of put some shit together. But I've seen him pressure test things, and I've seen him check welds to see if they're good. And so I figured, what the hell, I'm going to stick the air compressor with a blow tip behind it, see if it holds. Well, you know, it held, and I got to examining the weld more and more, and it was actually Bogoma, Jacob, that noticed that, dude, that's a 110 weld. That's just some shit stuck on top. So it really didn't even penetrate. It's just sitting on top. Well, we made the executive decision. The wife and I, it broke her heart quite a bit, but man, she's getting there. We just ordered a new pan. We actually just ordered that this morning. This is actually the next day. We went and watched Monster Trucks for my oldest and his birthday, which I think I'm going to put in here as filler because, I mean, this video just didn't go the way any of us planned. But anyway, so we tested the weld. I didn't like it. If this truck has taught me anything, if I try to let anything go, if I try to sweep any issue under the rug, it's going to come back and bite me in the ass tenfold. And sure enough, here we are. It did. It is what it is. We got a new pan coming. So that means that the air pressure, I want to say it was about 120, 140 pounds of pressure that I put in it, knocked the shit out of that thing enough to where now it's leaking. So we did get the oil pan off of it. Obviously, that's how I pressure tested it. We cleaned up the mating surfaces for the gasket. It works out really nice because now all I got to do is just wipe it down when it comes in. The underside, throw the gasket on and drop her in. We are going to do the rear main. We're going to do the rear main and all that and put the adapter and such back on when it's back in the truck. I do want to take that adapter plate down, sandblast it, get it cleaned up, get it looking good. And the biggest thing that I'm looking forward to with getting the motor back in the Cummins, not only is it a huge step forward, huge step forward, but I can go back to playing with my stuff. So, and I'm really excited to. You know, I contacted Diamond Eye Exhaust, and there's two constants in my shop. The exhaust on every truck is a Diamond Eye, and my lift pump of choice is an Air Dog. Now, I've had Air Dogs on this truck for years. That's all I've ever ran. I love them, never had any issues with them. This truck's had the same Air Dog on it for 8 years. Granted, it's running a second. Well, not right now because it's dead, but we threw a secondary on there. Not because the truck was lacking in power or anything like that, or because the pump was bad. It's because the truck made... Oh, that's a whole nother story. But we needed the extra fuel pressure, and we're going to need it again. So that's kind of where we're at. I've got this big-ass mess that I got to clean up. I got a few more things that I need to do to the engine before it goes back in. Let me see what else. Oh yeah, and our sweet girl Lola over there, she needs a starter. which we have one of those floating around here. Thanks to our buddy Matt Lee, we got one of them. It's good stuff. So now, yes, I know that's a used starter. It's just a quick Band-Aid, but anyway, nonetheless, I got maintenance coming up on the 01 Duramax Lola starter. We got some stuff on here. And another thing too is, you know, I've got the frame done up on this truck up until the back half. I got to get the springs cleaned up and do the rear axle because that looks like shit. So be on the lookout for that. We are going to start tearing into the 88 here, especially once this big girl gets taken care of. So I'm going to shut up. I'm going to quit ranting. Again, didn't quite go the way that we wanted it to, but that's part of the game. That's part of the game. I wasn't going to sit here and try to cover anything up. I want to show you guys as much as I can through the steps. You know, this is real life. This is how it goes. I kind of backed off on the videos a bit too because, I mean, since I've started YouTube, the only thing we've been doing is just working on stuff. And to me, that gets a little boring. I can't wait until we get them done and we can take them out and we can play with them because things are more fun when you take them out and play with them. But anyway, on that note, that's all I got for you guys. That's pretty much it. Don't forget, give the video a thumbs up, give it a like if you enjoyed it. Any questions, comments, comment below. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Until next time, because I don't have a schedule, well, take care, have a great day. We'll see you then.